Hello, my name is NujumKey. Today we are going to be playing some Tavern Brawl. I don't know what that bug was where it was like blacked out, but yeah, we're gonna playing Return of the Mechazad. Hey! So this is one of the more interesting design-wise Tavern Brawl. It's one with preloaded decks, which is actually super important because they've done this brawl before, and the last time they had the brawl, it was between Paladin and Priest. And the reason that's important is because you are supposed to be working together, so you can target your opponent with heals, your opponent being your partner, and you are fighting against this really cool robot thing. It's a really weird design that changes up the feel of Hearthstone a lot, which is very much appreciated for someone like me who isn't necessarily interested in playing Hearthstone 24/7, trying to grind for legend, you know, and maybe even for those players, change of pace is always going to be somewhat appreciated. Mardiv!
Let the games begin.
I must. Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to say is that there's so much that I want to say, I probably won't get to it all. These all seem terrible. Druid and Mage, like, the problem with last time, the Mechazad, if you were there last time, you would know that one of the big issues with this Mechazad fight was that it felt like one class just did more than the other. Like, the Priest felt 100% like the more important character, like the one who did most of the damage, the one who did most of the trading. He even had like the really strong heal, right? This time I think it's much better balanced. I think last time Paladin was sort of the support class, and the other class was supposed to be and Priest was supposed to be the one doing damage. In this Tavern Brawl, it seems like both classes have the ability to do massive combos, which is actually pretty important because last time we just didn't really have that. Now, Mechazad's AI is actually pretty good, in my opinion. It's probably better than some of the other AI we've had. That is going to be, that's fine that he knocked out my thing, because it means I'm still with 4 mana. That's probably a mirror entity. So we'll have this first game be mostly me just trying to explain the brawl because it's kind of complicated. The Mage has 2 mirror entities. The Druid has Millhouse Manastorm and Lower Walker Cho. I think the Mage also has Lower Walker Cho. And because of that, there's a lot of combos that you can do that you kind of want to save until late game. So, Mirror Entity is really powerful if it lands on something like Proxor the Earthinator, or if it lands on a Jungle Moonkin, which is, you might not know, it's a 4 mana 4/4 beast with spell damage +2 for both players, which is obviously overpowered in this brawl. Refreshment Vendor, hey, 3/5 +8, I'll take it. Seems a little bit better than a heal bot, I'm not sure if you know that. We're playing a very tempo-y game at this point, but I don't have tempo cards, unfortunately. I do have Zombie Chow, which I guess I will just throw out there. Yeah, who do we heal? He's gonna have a harder time healing than I am because I have my hero power. So I do have the ability to just use that to gain +1. Oh sweet, he didn't die. That's actually really valuable. So you might have noticed every single turn Mechazad's using these cards, right? And this is actually really important because the Mechazad cards, like from a design point, how fair the Mechazad fight feels depends on what card he plays, right? Like, it's pretty random, it seems, what card he plays. Like, he'll prioritize killing big minions, and apparently he prioritizes killing Lore Walker Joe. Outside of that, yeah, I have a hard time really understanding what his AI is trying to do. I actually would not have killed the 4/2 there because I feel like tanking a bomb salvo, and also because this guy seems to attack the highest attack minion, being able to tank certain attacks of Mechazad so that the Violet Teacher doesn't have to is super valuable. Now this Mage seems to be playing smart. He's waiting for me to play Millhouse Manastorm, because the reason you want to, or maybe Proxor the Earthinator, the reason you do that, by the way, is because let me think. We may as well just throw all of our guys in, I guess. I don't want to take the 4 damage. I know it seems inconsequential, but Mechazad can ramp up really quickly in terms of how much he actually does, so you want to be a little bit careful with that. We are low on cards, so hopefully the mage draws a Cold-like Oracle. If we draw a Millhouse now, I think I will play it. He's drawn through quite a lot of cards, and hopefully he can find some of his spells. Ooh, that's really good, because not only does it provide a big body that he wants to kill, ooh, that's the combo, Millhouse, Manastorm, and Troxroid the Earthinator. Not only does it provide just a lot of cards that Mechazad wants to, a body that Mechazad wants to kill, but it refills my hand, which is really important. That's why Cold-like Oracle is like borderline OP in this. Oh, thank you. Oh no, I BM'd. No. Right, unfortunately, I hope the rest of his hands actually spells. I kind of want to do this, but I'm worried that he's going to kill my guy if I do. I guess I don't have a better turn. He's probably not going to be able to play 4 spells, but he'll be able to play 2. You don't want your board to fill up to 7 minions, which is actually super important, so I think I will sack these 2. In case he's able to somehow get like an arcane thing. What's the call? Oh, never mind. He killed off most of my board anyways. And actually, I'm almost dead. Maybe I should have prioritized hero powering there. Oops. Oh, he's drawing cards. Maybe he'll be able to save me with the Farseer. Maybe, or he'll just play spells, and hopefully Mechazad will think this guy a big enough threat. Not dead. Yes! Ooh. Okay. Okay. How do I do this? I need more cards.
Ah, the great outdoors.
That's not the one I need. Yeah, I need specifically Healing Touch because I die at 1 damage. Aviana is not it. So we will just go ahead and play Millhouse. Kill off our spiders. Hero power, hopefully I'm not dead. Turns out I have a little bit of a harder time healing this game. Normally that's not the case, but I guess I did draw the zombie chow which healed him. He got, I guess the bomb salvo's also been hitting me. Bomb salvo's really weird in my opinion because it's like the rest of Mechazad is very focused and well designed in what it does. Everything else is like, this is the only card that Mechazad has that's actually random, right? Which I actually really appreciate in a game that's so RNG heavy. Like, here's the thing, this is my favorite brawl. Oh, sweet! Yo, he got the combo off. Also, my, Mechazad, instead of dealing 10 damage to me, played that card. Which means, in theory, I should be fine, but maybe I don't want to take that chance. Either way, we will Violet Teacher. We might be able to draw Savage Roar, which could kill him. He's actually super low. Wow, normally 95 health is like super hard to deal with, but like I said, both classes have a lot of ways to deal a lot of damage, so we'll go ahead and heal ourselves this time. In general, it feels like the druid has more healing, or at the very least, he has more options for healing. The mage has animated armor, which is actually super powerful, like surprisingly so in this type of boss fight where Mechazad can't really target a minion, he targets the highest attack minion. And in that case, I think it probably would have been better for Mechazad to kill the highest attack minion, but at this point when you have 10 attack, like Mechazad, the more he goes face, the scarier it is, because the better he is at killing you, basically, right? Also, this could be good. This could be really, really, really good. Unfortunately, I played all my spells last turn, so I might have to Grove Tender and see if I can get something else. Oh, just kidding. He's kind of low, though. He's very low. Savage Roar? I think I have one left in that. Otherwise, Force of Nature is fine, I guess.
I am ready to learn.
Stalhog, not quite what I was hoping for. I guess I won't Force of Nature, actually, because I want to give him cards. Because I'm thinking of just throwing all of my minions into this. I actually have Fugan and Stalhog. We'll see. Hopefully, my mage friend is somehow able to deal with Mechazad. He does have 6 damage. So Mechazad's down to 9. Technically 7 because of the hero power, but that costs 2 mana. And, like, what would you do? Like, he can't Fireball. I think he used 2 Fireballs. Is that it? No. Oh, that's it! Well played! Well played. I do really like that, the mage seems to be focused around just dealing damage. And then, like, the druid seems to have more of the situational cards and minion-oriented stuff. Hey, we got total dominance. That's pretty good. Let's play one more. I wonder why they chose to give the mage the Medivh. Maybe I should, like, not play this one. Because we already played the druid. We have not played as the mage yet. At least, you've not seen me play as the mage yet. But I have played as the mage. Also, what are those letters? I've seen those letters before. And I want to say what language they are, but I might guess wrong. So, what's the game plan here? Well, the game plan is to turn 1 Zombie Chow, obviously, because Zombie Chow is just really, really good. We won't actually attack with Zombie Chow until our mage friend takes a lot of damage. The reason for that is mostly because, I don't want Mechazad to kill the Zombie Chow and then have the Zombie Chow heal be negligible. So what are we hoping for? We're hoping the mage has a lot of spells, because we're thinking to drop this Mailhouse Mana Storm. It depends on if this Mechazad gets the +2 attack. The really scary thing about Mechazad is that if he keeps ramping up attack, it's very easy for him to just run over us, which is not ideal. He started with the Cobalt Geomancer, which probably is fine. Like, technically it saved him 2 health, but he didn't need to save the 2 health. Renaissance Aspirant, there's nothing on 4 mana that they actually want to do, but the thing about Millhouse is that, I don't think my mage friend has that many spells, and when you really want to play the Millhouse is when your mage friend has a lot of cards in their hand, right? He did coin that out. Maybe he had a plan. Maybe he was hoping, like, if the Geomancer lived, maybe there was some kind of spell plan going on. If it turns out that, oh man, he finally gained the 2 attack. The reason that's bad is because I wanted to attack with Millhouse and get the 4 damage in, and have Millhouse survive so we could tank like a Bomb Salvo or something, but it'll probably be fine. Obviously the way you win is not the 1 damage to 2 damage, you're mostly worried about cards. I'm consistently finding that I'm running out of cards long before I'm worried about the card advantage, and thus the value you gain out of each individual card is kind of important. Also, what is this draw? We will wait because next turn we might just have to Savage Roar. And just throw stuff in because we don't really have a turn 5 if our 2/3 dies. Otherwise we can Stalhog and Fugan, which is kind of hilarious. I'm not even gonna pretend. The mage is being very supportive of us, giving us mana crystals. He's not giving us cards really yet, but yeah. Overall, I would say the mage has a more of the damage, and the druid has more of the support. But I feel like this time around, it's more even about who can actually deal damage. Like I said before. One thing I really like that they changed from last time. Last time they had, rather than the prioritize, I don't know if he's not really used it yet, it seems. Yeah, he's been mostly using this double attack thing. Wow, I am really low on health. We'll start with Fugan because Fugan doesn't just die. Wow, he's being really aggressive. What is going on? How many times has he done that? He's not used prioritize once. what I was going to say is that prioritize seems to, it's much better than, it seems to have replaced assassinate. So if you don't know, assassinate is the rogue 5-mana card, deal, like destroy a minion. Mechazad used to just be able to do that randomly. And it would always target the biggest minion, obviously, so that's not ideal. What's the plan here? Fugan? Why not? Command! What is Mechazad doing? Yo, Blizzard, you might want to check your AI. It's doing the same attack like 3 turns in a row, and now it's like, it's overclocking 2 turns in a row. You might want to work on that AI. So the reason that's the prioritized stack super cool is because it doesn't always kill a minion, which is fairly important because just having your minion die and not be really having a lot of counterplay to it feels pretty bad, I'd say. I would have probably thrown in the Leroy. I don't know about throwing in the 3 card. Also, I'm almost dead, which I actually did not realize, so I'm going to go ahead and look for a healing touch. If not, I think I do just Savage Roar and Hero Power. I mean, I have Thaddeus, right? Like, we are going to get a lot of damage in from this combo, but I'm not even going to Hero Power, because Hero Power wouldn't save me. I would need the Hero Power 3 times for it to actually, like, be meaningful, which is just way, way too slow. I would much rather be playing, like, cards like the Haunted Creeper that can tank the Bomb Salvo, because, like, that at least has a chance of actually affecting the board. But okay, so prioritize, right? Deal attack damage to the biggest minion. For one thing, this tells anyone who's unfamiliar with the Mechazad fight, like, it's very clear what this does, right? Assassinate was kind of different. I wonder if Lorewalker Cho is going to come, because that would be incredibly useful. Lorewalker Cho is a very weird card in that he has a lot of priority placed on him by Mechazad to kill. That's not it. That's not it. That's it, but I don't have the mana. Alright. Is my board full? No, it's not. If your board's full, Mechazad will just kill your entire board. It's really nasty. I think I will just send this in. Damage to the biggest minion. Yes! I'm not dead. Not dead yet, at least. The funny thing is, if we had Savage Roar, I think we might have been able to kill him. No, because we just played a bunch of minions. What am I saying? Ooh, Trogzor the Earthinator. Let's see if Mechazad is willing to hit the Trogzor. Also, I would not have sacked that 2-2 because it could have tanked the Bomb Salvo! No! That's fun. Why am I hiring coding? What? Is it cut is it... Whoa. Hello, Lag, my old friend. Can you go away, please? Lag? Hello? My video, no. We will play another one. Let's play another one, why not? Oh, Druid 3 games in a row. Unlucky. I don't actually have that much time to record, so I guess we will just roll with this. I wonder if we can just, like, mulligan all of these. The thing is, like, can we get a worse hand than this? Growth Tender is actually pretty good, so I'll keep it. What could we draw? If we draw, like, Lorewalker. Hey, Lorewalker! So I mentioned before that Lorewalker, Mechazad prioritizes killing Lorewalker. It's to the point where Mechazad actually has a card called Kill Lorewalker Cho. Hey, prioritize in turn 1. That's a great move. Good job, Mechazad. So this is actually really important to do. I'm pretty sure you guys know why Lorewalker Cho is a super high priority for Mechazad to kill, right? It's because given time, it's way too easy for... I maybe should have played the Aspirant there. It's way too easy for Lorewalker Cho to give each player just a ton of cards, right? Like, 2 mana gain 4 spells is insane in this brawl, where generally you aren't restricted by the amount of mana you have, but the amount of cards you have. I will actually use the Grove Tender to gain mana here, though, because, yeah, I think so. I do want to get some of the later game stuff going. Mechazad's actually gaining a lot of tag really early on, which is really scary. I do like the Mechazad fight because it feels like he moves so much faster than, but it also feels like a lot more fair, I think, than some of the other RNG elements of Hearthstone, you know what I mean? Like, he takes up basically half his turn to do the attack up. He takes up half his turn just to deal damage to face, which can be largely inconsequential. I need more cards, I think. Moonkin. Oh, that's the combo. That is the combo. But I think we save it till next turn, because then we can Moonkin, Mana Storm, and Lore Walker Cho, which... that sounds like a pretty good combo. I don't know how good it actually is. But even if he does kill Lore Walker Cho immediately, and we don't have any spells that we gain from it, it does cover up our Millhouse, Mana Storm, Jungle, Moonkin. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he plays like a minion, preferably spell damage minion, because I have the card on next turn. Yes, that is a good card for you to play. Draw more cards, get more fireballs and stuff. This should hopefully be amazing. Prioritize. So, I've heard that Prioritize tries to kill the first minion you played if all the minion attacks are the same. So in theory, if I play Millhouse Mana Storm first and then Jungle Moonkin, he will actually attack Millhouse last, or first, which is super interesting. He's not gonna kill either of them. Oh my god, Mage! Mage, you have a 10 card hand. Don't let me down. Justin Bieber, Justin Benzin, Justin Bieber, I'm gonna call you Justin Bieber. I believe in you, friend. Come on. Oh, he's hyping it up right now. All of his spells are 0 now because of Millhouse Mana Storm, and they all gain +2 spell damage. +2 more spell damage. He's gonna go ahead and use the coin, try and heal himself up a little bit, and then bam, 10 damage fireball number 1, right? And 7 damage Forgotten Torch. Keep in mind that's normally 3 damage, so that's a big jump, I'd say. Another 7 damage Forgotten Torch. This is why I want to say that as a mage, save your spells until your opponent plays either Jungle Moonkin or... I don't know, something. I actually don't want to play these two. Oh, shoot. What do I do? Well, wait, what do I do? Fireball, Forgotten Torch, Forgotten Torch? No. Violet Teacher, Coin, Forgotten Torch. And then save the Fireball. Yeah.
Pay attention, class.
Let's get you 3 out of here. Maybe you 2 out of here. No. 3? I think I might want to just send in the Millhouse Mana Storm, but also next turn I have Savage Roar, Fireball, so that might end up being it. That is a pretty good amount of damage. Also, we're kind of close to dead, but also he's kind of close to dead, but not really because he started with 95 health. How much damage is this? 6, 12, that's 3. So that's 6, that's 18, 21. I can't see because of Grand Bronzebeard, hello. Oh, that's... Hey, I'll take it. that brand value, dang. Mechazad's having to attack up. I don't think that's going to matter too much. Whoa, that's really good. Okay, so here's the strat, right? The first thing we do is Savage Roar, and then we throw away these 2 minions, and then we use these spells to maximize our Violet Teacher before we have to kill her off, because we want to try and send in as much damage as possible. And in fact, I will just go ahead and hit with my face. Will I? Yeah, because I think the mage has it. 8 damage is obviously like a lot, but in case the like bombs off of the board, right? And I would die throughout it.
My eyes are open.
Thank you.
My thanks to you.
Bam! Oh, and a 6 damage arcane blast. Woo! Spell synergy. GG. I hope you all enjoyed that. That is probably one of my favorite brawls in a long time. Not that I dislike the Winter Veil Brawl. The one where like you had like a bunch of gifts. If you don't know about it, just look up Winter Veil Brawl. Tons of people did videos on it. I liked it because it was silly, it was fun, it was lots of random, but it was also lots of random, right? Like it felt like my skill in decision making didn't really have an impact. It was just like pick the biggest card, and it would cost like so much less that you would gain such ridiculous value. Like that was really fun though. Also, before I wasn't doing like Wednesday, Thursday videos, I was doing Monday, Tuesday videos, which is why I moved these Hearthstone videos to, you know, is it Thursday, Friday now? I don't actually remember, so that I can make a Brawl video. But yeah, this is definitely really cool. Hopefully this is uploaded at a time where the Brawl is still relevant. I believe Brawls end on Monday, and then they start up on Wednesday, so check it out before, it goes away. This one's really fun. I enjoyed it at the very least. Thank you all for watching. My name is NujumKey. See you guys in my next video. Bye.